You are listening to Drop Tent Media Network.
Yeah! Back in the studio, baby. Here we are. Doing stuff. I don't know, making stuff. Absolutely. I'm here. My name is Neil Wood. Welcome to the cult, people. Get inside. Come on, baby. Come on in. It's only a cup of fucking juice. Don't worry about it. There's nothing inside. And of course, I'm here with the beautiful Adam Nutter. How are you?
Yo,
You feeling good?
virtual.
I know. It's going to
Virtually.
be what it is, bud. You know,
I know.
That's just how
I hate it.
That's how it is. I'm looking at two different cameras. I'm looking at Adam in one, with our sweet overlord sitting over top of you, and then of
Yes.
course I've got the audience off to the side. But we are virtual today. Snow and Adam hurt his little toe, so he's a bitch.
Hurts so
And
much.
his toe is apparently, again, elite fighters. He's training people. Currently, we're going to get into some of that training, but sometimes these elite fighters, you know what I mean? They stub their toe, or possibly, they have a fingernail that goes wrong, or, maybe they ate like a little too many gummy bears, something like that. And then
I
they,
slammed my
they need
shovel
to take
into my toe.
No, I know. You were digging with your little diggies. You had your little stuff out in the snow, and you were playing. And I get it. So he hurt his toe. So we're here today with
It
the
hurts.
Nutter. I know. You're cute. No, it's
I'm
okay.
afraid to look at it because I'm like, I think
God,
it's broken.
You haven't looked at the toe yet? You're ridiculous. Absolutely.
I don't want to deal with the broken toe. That's the thing. I don't want to deal with it. So if I just pretend it's not broken, it'll go away.
When did this happen? When did you start
It's like,
doing
I don't know.
avoiding
that Patrice
pain
bit.
now?
It's like that Patrice bit where he's like, guys, he's like, you just asked your friend if that happened to you and how they solved it. He's like, what happened when he's like, your prostate ever fall out your asshole? He's like, what'd you do? He's like, oh, duct tape? All right. Like, that's true. He's like, it's like a guy thing, I feel like. I'm like, dude, I mean, by the way, I slammed it the dumbest fucking way possible. I was mad. I was chipping too much like fucking snow. It was heavy snow. And I hate
Right.
shoveling. My back sucks. And it triggers me from like when I was a kid and grew up in Staten Island. And the fact that we never brought a snowblower until I literally was an adult and I moved. And my dad's like, I'm going to buy a snowblower. I was like, you fucking piece of shit. My back is ruined for years. For years from sports and shoveling snow. I swear that's true. I don't know if that's science, but I'm going to say it's true because my back is fucked. And there was so much snow shoveling when I was a kid. So much. So it was a trigger for now, and I was shoveling the cars out, and I was like, fuck this, and I slammed the shovel down right through a snow patch, and my foot was under it. Boom, and I hit my fucking big toe. Then I was like, no! And I made it worse. And then I just bent down. I did like the Tim Tebow, praying thing. And then my neighbor came out, and she was like, are you texting? And I was like, what type of question is this?
Well, she also didn't think you were just humbling yourself before the snow gods. You know what I mean? Like you're fucking in the middle of a Buddhist prayer. Like she didn't know. She's like, are you
just a
texting
weird
on your
question.
knees?
I just don't know.
That's a weird question.
Yeah.
Baby boy went to a knee as if you just got castrated, dude. Also, well, you're probably shoveling in fucking dumb Converse like an asshole.
Okay, no, but you're kind of close. Regular Nikes, but because I had boots, but they were.
Dude.
Well, hold on.
I'm so glad. I wish you took off the front of your toe. I wish you took off the whole front. I would have jumped on the shovel to make sure it was clean. It's ridiculous, dude. Shoveling out there with a fucking, you're dumb. Like, come on, man. You can't be shoveling. Hold on. No, you can't go outside as a man and shovel in nonsense like flip flops. Like unless you're a real badass, but then you can't complain about pain. If you're shoveling in flip flops, you better be able to take it. You can't,
Yeah,
you know
no,
what I mean?
for sure.
That's
Dude,
like
if
a
you're shoveling in
Bangladeshi
flip flops,
fucking
you're also
refugee.
killing bears with your bare hands. Like,
Yeah.
that's who you are.
No, yeah, that's my buddy's dad. My buddy's dad had like no feeling in his hands, and multiple times he would just hand me hot like things just to fuck with me. Just like hand me, he'd be like, yeah, hold this. This is a little hot, and I would see him holding it, and then he would just like a brick that sat at the bottom of a steamboat. I think I talked about that, yeah. But also anything like I saw him once he just had his hand in snow for like multiple like minutes. Just like putting it in snow, like working on something on like a car or something like that. Just going like that. He once jump started a car with just a rubber mallet. He just hit it and then gave it like a whack with his hand. And I was just like, okay, so there's
But
some
like
men,
that's
and then
still, but
there's
his
also
skin can still be
gorillas.
damaged.
No, I mean, imagine a hand like all tiny nublet sausages, right? All tiny nublet sausages, mangled. You know what I mean? And they're just callous. Like a whole hand is a callus. Like
How does it happen?
how does it
Like
happen?
just
Wear and
life?
tear, dude. He's a fucking man
God
who
damn.
worked in under a car for years and years and years and done crazy shit, just holding batteries that are leaking, just being like, I
I
guess
know
I
what
got
it's
some
like.
of that on my hand a little bit. Like these are just men. That's how that
Mm.
goes. They just don't typically complain about they hit their little toe. You
My
know,
big toe. Actually.
oh your
And
little toey.
I had boots, but what I did, got him out of the closet and I left them outside in the snow, and they got snowed on, so they were useless to me because they were just covered in snow. I was like, well, I'm just putting my foot in a wet, you know, bucket essentially. So I was like, I'll just wear my sneakers that are dry at least. And I'm like, it'll be quick, just to do my cars. I know. Nah, I think I broke my toe. I should just wore the wet boot. I wouldn't have broke my toe. I just would have hurt. I would be like, that sucked, but it would be fine.
We do
Just,
bring
my
some of
life
the
now.
best content. I think that's out there. I don't think there's better content than this. I truly don't believe. I don't think it's possible. I don't think you're able to, the encapsulation of that story from being a bitch to then how you became a bitch to then now living in your bitch dumb, your free, bitch movement is really interesting.
I would say toes are fracturable appendages that are weak, and we should look after them more, and they're easy to break.
You're
I wouldn't
also
say
the
that's a
only
bitch
one that
thing,
like you hit it outside
necessarily.
and almost like a rape victim were like huddled on the ground like crying as if like this happened to you on purpose. Like you were just like oh god, what is this?
I kind of felt that.
Yeah, is that how you felt? That's a
Yeah.
very bad thing because I don't think you were. That's a very false equivalency. That is.
Nah, they
I was
don't know what I
making fun
went
of you.
through,
That's
though.
how you feel about it, though. That's how you
Do
feel.
they know?
Sexual
Do they know
assault
what I
victim?
went through? Do they know my pain?
I think they do. I think they definitely do.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure.
Snow was pretty heavy, though.
Yeah. Yeah, it was
wet.
pretty heavy, but yeah, sure. Oh god, please stop. Ridiculous. Come on now. Jesus Christ, dude. I've been. I haven't had any significant injuries. I would say it's been a while. Probably, yeah, it's probably been a while. Although I stub a good foot probably once a week. Probably stub a foot like once a week,
A
something like that.
whole foot?
Yeah, like throwing the foot at tables. Just throwing my foot at tables. I've definitely stubbed it probably once a week.
Did you
So
ever
they're
break
tough.
anything?
No, no. So
Either, which is weird.
flanges. I don't count flanges. I don't count any toes or fingers as breaking things. I've never
What
broken
counts, though?
a bone. So I don't think they do. If you're anyone who deals, if you break a finger, I'm not like, oh yeah, I've broken bones. It's like, well, did you?
Well, okay, yeah.
I mean,
get what
like
you're saying.
snapped in half bone. Like I don't count like broken. Like technically, there's a fracture in between the joint here and the flanges. Like that doesn't. Why don't you just stop being a fucking Sally over there and why don't you man up? You know what I mean?
Could.
Yeah. So
Or
you should just tape that together.
Look, this.
There's women. I mean that in a completely like. Also, like women bodybuilders, they would just be like, yeah, no, I might have broken it. Who cares? Tape it up and shut the fuck up about it.
Did you watch it? Oh no, did you watch the end of the Mandalorian season 2? I cried.
The end.
Yeah,
How many goddamn episodes? Because I think I think I was caught up as of 2 days ago, but I don't think. How many episodes are they doing? 8?
Yeah, I think there's 16 altogether.
Oh well, then for some reason I guess I didn't. Okay, I might only be on 8 right now. I think 8 or
it's season
7.
1.
Right, 16 altogether. Sorry, when you said 16 altogether, I thought you were right. So they're just doing 8 per season.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. So then I think I might be on 7 because I don't remember feeling emotionally moved after 7, like in a way of crying. Or
No,
you just got like a sweet tampon stuck up in you.
no. I mean, yeah, I'm definitely brain damaged. So I cry a lot. And my emotions are all off. But so like, oh man, I can't. This is so new. It literally just happened. It's out today. I can't really talk about it, but like, it's everything. This is what I tweeted. I said it was everything that like my childhood of Star Wars wanted to be that I wanted to see. They did, and they fucking unfucked Lucas's bullshit. If that makes sense, you know what I'm saying? It's like because this, like I say, Boba Fett was obviously in season 2, like which is awesome. So that was really really cool seeing like my favorite Star Wars character cool again. Making him kick ass and shit. So like seeing all that plus the Mandalorian plus the end, like the last episode and what they do, you're like, fuck, dude. And then this how the story goes at the end too, and that's what made me cry. When the story went was made me cry, but also the very end, I was like, that's fucking awesome. There was two things, a cry
Are
part
you
and a fucking
back in the
awesome
bitch
part.
saddle? You're like back. You're like these two stories are like I hurt my toe
Yeah.
and I cried at the end of Star Wars. It's like you're riding a horse made of bitch.
Yeah,
Like you're back in
yeah.
the saddle, dude. Full
I go
wet
ups and downs,
saddle.
brother bear. I go ups and downs,
Hey man, we all get it. I know. Yeah, you're dressed right now like a in a full caliphate outfit, which is nice.
I have my hood's on too, which
Yes,
you can't
no, I
tell,
know.
but the
I
hood is
know.
on.
Yeah, it's a little yeah.
It's
I don't know
cold.
why. You're cold? Okay.
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude. We are having two very different existences. I don't understand how you're not. Yeah, wow. Then this is the guy who on the podcast is like, I'll fight anybody, anytime. I won't. My little toe is hurt. Though. My little big toe is kind of, it's got a little, like it's got a little, So yeah, you're soft. I mean, you're 100% soft.
Turf toe exists, bro.
Oh,
It's a real injury in the NFL that guys miss weeks for. Okay, are you saying they're weak? I didn't think so.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I would say that the players in the 80s would spit on them.
You know what's funny? They don't even call it turf toe anymore. Now they just call it like what it is. It's like, yeah, your toe, like your foot's fractured.
Yeah, you broke your toe. Right.
Yeah, but that was a
toe. Well, turf toe sounds like a fungus. That sounds like athlete's foot. That doesn't. I wouldn't think turf. You were like, oh, I got turf toe. I'm like, oh shit. All right, so you got to like take some pills or. I like that sounds like a fungus. Yeah, that sounds like or sounds like something you get in like a BDSM situation with two lesbians. I can't tell, but if that doesn't make sense one to one, what I'm imagining here is two clitoris. Never mind, we'll go into it. So yeah, and they're just rubbing together too much,
Like
and the
tonsils?
friction. No,
Your
just
link?
like the friction of the rubbing maybe causes some turf toe. 'cause they're little, that's what I'm thinking. But anyway, it's stupid. It's a dumb idea. But yeah, dude, you should toughen up. I think you should. How's the fighting going? How is the we've been keeping up with you training Lemaire Lee, a comic who's been on this program. We like to call it a program now. We call it a program. How's the training going?
Non-existent the last week and a half because of the weather and the snow.
Sure.
But I don't know. It was I kind of threw him under the bus a little bit by accident. I posted that clip of him and I training together for like 5 seconds. And I was like, Lemaire Lee looking fucking tough and dangerous, just trying to like hype him up. And then the litany of fucking fat jokes, yeah, came in, and they were good.
You're not gonna be able to avoid that. That's just gonna be what it is.
I was hoping.
Lemaire could be working a bag and like shooting it across the room, and even then they'd be like, "Man, dude, that puffy chocolate guy is fucking hilarious." Like,
yo, Rusty, right? Just commented Bob and Wheeze. I was like, fuck.
Bob and Wheeze is nice. Bob and Wheeze is very good. I like that.
Dude, I mean,
he's not gonna need a corner. He's gonna need a rounded. He can't get in a corner. He'll get stuck. He's gonna need it to be soft edges, and we don't want to get.
I can pull up the comments.
Well, I mean, go to whatever. I don't know where you posted it. Go to, what did you post it on? Your own?
Everywhere, all my socials.
Okay. So then go to any of the social media if you guys want to read the destruction.
It really was.
Lemaire Lee just.
Dude, I felt so bad because I was like, yo, he's doing good. He's looking good. I'm like, he's gonna fucking come out tough, come out firing. I'm like, we're gonna pump a little hype video out. I got the comments. Franklin Neblett, I never knew you could drag your feet while punching. Gus Horn, is this to finish off the old folks? Steve Bickle, if this were a movie, it'd be called Rocky Road.
These are all comics in Philadelphia, people. If you didn't know, these are comics that we know. People have been on the program.
Dave Collins, Clubber Sandwich Lang.
Yeah, Clubber Sandwich Lang's nice. I like that, dude.
Yeah, and others. Yeah. So go on and read forth. But those are some good ones I just wanted to throw out there.
Yeah, his name should be like BL Totality, like PLT. Like it's spectacular. That was a bad pitch, but yeah, comics already going out. So you actually should. I would run with one of those. I would definitely run. That would just call that my name and just weigh into it. Just be like, no, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Because we got to make shirts for this fight, and that should be his.
Oh,
we got to come up with a name. Oh, we got to come up with a fight name for Lemaire, like Lemaire something Lee.
He needs a. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, well, Rocky Road was funny, but that was already taken. We had some better than that. Lemaire.
I'm trying. Lemaire. Well, he also. I mean, again, he does. He looks like a a little Ewok come to life. You know what I mean? So it's the thing of like he just does his cute little face. He's got such a cute little button face that I'm pretty sure Naeem Ali is gonna Naeem Ali is gonna fucking devastate. So he's gonna punch in his face where it's puggish now. Like it's not as cute anymore.
Pug face.
Yeah. He's just gonna. I think he's gonna get him.
Face, Lemaire.
He's gonna like get him. He's gonna get him once on the side of the head. Like he's gonna come in with a hook, and then he's gonna go boop, and just pump right in the nose. And Lemaire is gonna be shaken. That's what's gonna. Lemaire's gonna get shaken on that combo, right? And then there might get now Lemaire. I don't know, but I will be thinking about names currently as we're going. But he doesn't. He needs a corner name. He needs a corner name. And we need to think of like maybe the overarching fight name.
I'm afraid I'm gonna get like overprotective mothery.
Yeah, you're already gonna cry. You're gonna cry
when he gets hit. I'm like, no, and I'm gonna hop in. I'm gonna like
throw the towel in too early. It's just like, where did he get this towel? It says Adam's fight choreography. What is this? What is he starting to do?
I just grab his head. I'm like, you're okay. You're okay.
Like, Adam, I'm fine, actually. I'm tying my shoe.
He's like, I'm in the corner. We didn't even start.
The fight didn't start. Right. I'm trying to think, but there's so many good ones in there, too. Just like, chocolate butterbean. Like.
Cocoa bean, yeah.
Yeah, cocoa bean would be good. But it doesn't speak, but he's still got power, right? That's the thing.
No, he honestly.
He's got power. So if he catches in stuff in the ribs, don't show you. We know you're fragile.
John,
you
shut
can't.
Up. It's gone. No,
because it was barely there to begin
with.
No.
I was really bruised. Like he was fucked my ribs. Like my whole side was black and blue because I hold the pads there for body shots.
Right.
I don't know if I can do that anymore. Yeah. He's fucking me. Yeah, I mean it hurts. He's like laying into me. He's strong.
I can come by Monday if you need. I think Monday. Yeah, I think I'm off, so I can come by Monday. And,
if it's not too cold, we gotta find an inside spot.
I mean, other than doing it just in my house or on the roof, I don't know. The roof isn't much warmer, obviously, but like I don't know.
Outside. Also, there's no way to have room inside your house.
It'd be fine. Come on, Lemaire takes up what 3/4 of the room, and then there's enough space for you to hold a pad. I think it should be fine.
Sure. Hold him like this up against the wall. Flush up against the wall.
But yeah, I mean, you're talking about power, so it comes down to it. I don't know if Lemaire's able to. Or this is going to go on because they're just doing like 3-minute rounds, right? If I'm clarifying this, because if people didn't know, 2 comics that we know, Naeem was actually just on a thing with Lovable Monsters that's on the network. I think that episode is out. 2 comics and Lemaire Lee, who's been on our podcast as well. 2 comics are going to battle each other, just do a little light boxing, nothing crazy here. But and what 3 rounds, 3 minutes?
There's actually no set rules or anything yet.
Well, that doesn't.
I'm gonna pitch 2-minute rounds. I'm gonna pitch 3 2-minute rounds.
2-minute rounds makes sense. 2-minute rounds, 3 rounds. If whatever.
Yeah, I'm gonna pitch 2 3-minute rounds.
I would pitch it to this as well. I think if someone sits on their butt once, it's done. Like if someone just even stumble, gets knocked like rock, because you're not going for fucking like cold knockouts. You know what I mean? Like if someone gets off a little bit,
you still gotta give the person a chance. Dude.
No. What
I'm
saying,
you can't get knocked down once, like fight's over.
No, I don't mean. But like, I'm talking about combos are flying, some things are connecting, and then Baby Boy takes a seat. Like you know what I mean? Like he takes a seat
then
once.
He has to get back up.
I know, but he's gonna be so rattled, and that's when knockouts happen. Though that's when people are like, no, I'm good. Like you're like that. And you're like, you're not good. We know you're not good.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, stay on top of it. Because that's what I've been there. I've just been like, no, yeah, my bell's a little rung actually right now, but I'm gonna go back in for manhood, and then you just get fucking clobbered.
I'm gonna have the towel just like here, ready to go. Just
yeah. You should just hold it over top of the ring and then drop it when you need to.
I'm like a drag race in the 50s. Just
just
let it go. Dude, I don't know. I'm worried, but but if he connects, it's trouble for Ali. I'm telling you.
Yeah. There's a lot of power there. If we had to paint the picture for these people again, Lemaire got to be, he's a puffy dude. I would say he's puffy again. His face is adorable. He looks like an Ewok, but come to life like in Philadelphia, but also likes musical theater, kind of. Has that kind of thing. But
big anime fan,
strong guy, strong dude. He's got power behind his hands. So if he can connect, a couple of rib shots and like that, it might get Naeem kind of. Naeem is strong. I perceive a strong guy in terms of boxing, fit, cut up, not gigantic. I would say maybe Naeem's maybe like 5'9", maybe, I guess
I think
maybe.
he's shorter than me. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe 180. I can't imagine he may be 180. I mean, he's getting near me, but I'm pretty tall, so I think he might be 180, something around there. But so you've got kind of like, is he going to try to outlast him? What do are you trying to prepare Lemaire Lee for, hey, you're going to have to keep him close. You know what I mean? You're going to have to try to get in, and you're also going to not let him like wear you down. Or is that kind of stuff you guys have talked about?
My goal is I was like, throw jabs,
Mm.
keep him thinking like, oh, I can never be safe.
Right.
Because that's, I think, his
keep him on the back
biggest,
of his feet. Right.
Yeah, because my guess is Ali's going to come in being like, well, I kind of box and he does nothing. So I'm going to just pick him apart. I kind of want Lemaire to be like, hey, throw jabs, keep him keep him at bay, and then look for those body shots. Because I don't want him to get comfortable where he can be like, all right, I'm just going to pick apart Lemaire. That's my whole game plan going into this. And also, hands up and throw counters when you can.
Yeah, unfortunately, another time when we have to say to another black guy, hey, hands up. You know what I mean? We got to say that. And that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. We don't want to. I mean, this time at least it's positive. But
I know. And it's black on black crime. It's sad.
It's black on black competition, please. It's different. Us two whites can't talk about that too much. We need
Did
to have
you see, what's your face? Jamil Hill, whatever that, I hate her. That fucking,
don't know what you're talking
she got
about.
fired from SportsCenter because she just always tries to start, like, racial arguments.
Oh,
But she had, Jake Paul on her show recently, and she was like, do you think it's racist you knocked out Nate Robinson? He's like, what the fuck? Like, and then she's like, come on, you have to think it's a little racist. He's like, it's a boxing match. It was like, I was like, don't make me defend Jake Paul, please. Like, don't make me defend him. Like,
I don't have enough context to even understand. Like, one, it's just weird that she just said that. So I don't know why. How can it be racist to box another
she was like
person?
laughing. She's like trying to like make a soundbite, go viral thing. And yeah, like a lot of other
That's
like
dirty.
black athletes were like, stop. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like on
it's
Twitter,
fucking-
like, we see what you don't do that.
It's
Like,
fucking
this
weird.
is stop being a dick. They were like, stop being a dick.
Okay.
It was so stupid. But
Very strange.
she made me mad because I had to defend Jake Paul for a minute. I was like, no,
Right.
don't make me defend this.
Right. You don't like him. You got it. You don't like him. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. But it's fine. What?
Oh, it was funny that because he just called out Conor McGregor, Jake Paul, recently too.
Anyone doesn't know,
like
we're talking about UFC now. And have been, I guess. Sorry about that. I'm just trying to clue people in. That's all.
Yeah, no, you're good. But because his brother's fighting Floyd.
Oh, okay. Right. Okay, yeah.
Right.
Jake Paul, Logan Paul of internet sensation. And I guess Jake Paul as well. Was Jake Paul always an internet guy too?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, so they're
with his
both
brother.
just internet kind of YouTube stars. Okay, Jake Paul and Logan Paul. Logan
Right.
Paul just fought, right? Or no,
No, wait.
will be. Who the
Jake
fuck
Paul
fought?
just fought Nate
Jake,
Robinson.
Or just fought Nate Robinson. Okay, gotcha.
And
But
Logan,
then Paul is going to be
gonna fight
boxing Floyd
Yes.
Mayweather. Gotcha. Okay. Which is
So I
weird and
think-
crazy, and this is insanity. But it's all money grabs. It's all money
It's
grabs.
purely for money because as much as I don't like Floyd Mayweather, he's like the best defensive boxer of all time.
Yeah, I just don't even. Yeah, right? It's just-
So
get what's supposed to
it's-
happen there. Right.
right, this is nuts. I mean,
You're going to try to be the
Conor-
aggressor on one of the most defensive boxers of all time. So now you're going to try to slip inside.
Logan Paul has one fight.
Right. Also, yeah,
and he
for
lost.
context. Right. I don't get what's happening, but it's fine. I guess
I
this
don't
is
get it
we're
either.
getting into the days of just like, the pantheon and the gladiators of just like, oh, these two dumb, like this is Jamesis, and Jamesis is coming in and all the people love him and we all know
Yeah.
Jamesis is soft. You know what I mean? Like we're just like, yeah, we can't wait to see him die. It's going to be great. And Jamesis is like, I am king, like, whatever. And
like, whatever. Like,
yeah,
get
yeah,
him.
no,
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not. I'm too stupid to realize that I'm an idiot. Yeah.
I
So,
think
it's weird.
so. I think after his brother just came off the Nate Robinson hype, right? I think now he's looking to get his next level of fucking money. And who's the next guy? Oh, let me call out Conor McGregor and his whole camp. So called out Conor. He like attacked his wife. He attacked like and Conor didn't even respond to him. He's like, I don't really give a shit. So then he starts going after Conor's like fight team. So he starts going. So him and Dylan Dennis, who's he fights in Bellator. He's Conor's jiu-jitsu coach. Like they've been jawing at for a while. Dylan Dennis is doing a interview with Brendan Schaub's fucking show. Jake Paul finds him, rides up with his own camera crew with a pile of garbage. He's like, "Fuck you, Dylan," and he starts pelting him with garbage. I'm like, this is very set up. This seems very set up and very not fun anymore. Or when it's becoming
this
so
is
like
wrestling.
forced.
This is WWE tactics now being like going over to UFC and like taking bits of them.
But it's not even the UFC. It's like that's the thing. It's like they're calling out UFC MMA guys, but to box them. So it's not even like MMA fights. It's because these guys can't do MMA because they'll get wrecked in 2 seconds because all they can do, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, well, I'll box you. And then these guys have egos and they want money. So they're like, I'll take that fight.
Right.
And I'm like,
yeah,
I'm starting not to care. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the good news is you don't have to care about it. Like,
I know.
It's not it's not, you still go to the UFC fights. We'll be watching, some fights in the middle of the day.
Saturday.
Well, it's this Saturday.
Yeah, in the middle of the
day. Yeah. So I guess would be the 20th. No,
19th.
19th. Excuse me. No, today's the 18th. Today's tomorrow. Yeah, sorry, the 19th. I apologize. Days are running together, man. It's all the drugs. I don't know, but yeah, dude, the good thing is, you don't have to care. I wouldn't care if I was someone who was like passionate about the UFC. I'd be like, oh yeah, that's all like, you know what I mean? That's it's ancillary. It's like nonsense you do for like money and stuff. Now, obviously, all it takes is someone just getting injured, and then you're gonna have to look at that person and be like, hey, you're dumb. You're dumb for taking a bout, and then now you can't actually fight for over here, like in something that's serious. So. I don't know, but they're probably careful, and it's just money grabs. Who cares? But I don't. Yeah, it's almost. This is like again, going back to, like the Coliseum, it is that. It's kind of just like these are, this is like them fighting a bear just for like fun. It's kind of just like, yeah, we're going to release cougars into here. And you're going to fight off the cougars before the main event of 2 actual gladiators fighting and the things that matter. Because it's just, who gives a shit? It's not funny. Yeah. And they would just set them up for like weird matches like that in the Coliseum. Just be like, this whole legion is going to fight this elephant. You're just like, what the fuck is this? Like, whatever. Let's see this elephant die, I guess. That's fun.
Yeah. It's like when you hear, like, hey, Edison just killed an elephant for fun?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, they want to prove electricity could kill an elephant. Like, I think they knew.
Right.
I think he just wanted to kill an elephant.
Yeah, the DC AC current. So he, he was trying to prove which ones were stronger there.
Again, I think he just wanted to kill an elephant. He's like, this is the cool way to get what I want.
Might have been a little thing. I think he put those two together and was just like, I think I got a fucking sweet idea. You guys ever seen hack bullshit? I'll show you hack bullshit. Such a fucking weird premise.
Who wants to see hack bullshit and a giant animal die?
Yeah.
Everyone? All right.
Love those two things.
Come on down.
Poor elephant. Yeah, I also can't remember if, because we have AC and I think Tesla was trying to have DC current, right? Or is it the other way around? I always get those. And, but I couldn't remember if Edison's whole point was actually still dumb, right? It was still like, he was like, mine is stronger. Like, it's like, well, that's not what we're talking about.
I also said it was safer too, and it's turned out it's technically not.
No, it's not safer. Yeah. It didn't
right?
make any sense.
That was his claim.
It didn't
also.
make any. Yeah. Right. It's such a weird. It's like someone trying to find like another thing of fire, and he's just like, but mine burns yellow. Look at the yellow fire, and it's just like, yeah. This one over here is like butane though, so it's more controlled. Fire is yellow fire, burn human. Like, it's like, yeah, man.
I like Edison though, because he's just like a bully of the time. He's like, I like that. It's mine now.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, but I invented it. He's like, nah, Edison did it.
Yeah.
Get him, goons. Like, he just had goons, which is
name.
Awesome.
Yeah, he had a name. Henry Ford had a goon. Henry Ford had a goon as well who made some stuff happen.
Dude, those guys are fucking badass.
In another time, I might have been a goon. In another time, in a lesser brain, I might have been a goon. If I kind of came up scrappy, I'd have been a sweet goon. Put on a little more weight, like heavy dude carrying around a bat.
Yeah, because they never would have gave you a chance to have a fucking education. They're like, you're tall guy, go be a fucking goon.
Yeah, go be a tall guy. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Who would you? I mean, who would you? You wouldn't be a goon. You could be a goon, but you'd be like the wiry guy that follows me around who always has knives for no reason.
So I would have I would be like old tattoo guy.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be like, I would have like the anchor.
Right.
I would have like one shitty black, like barely outlined tattoo on my forearm. People are like, "Ooh, that guy's fucking dangerous." You know what I'm saying? Because at the time, so that'd be me and you. Oh, that'd be our fucking goon ship.
You have a sea lady. Yeah, you have a sea lady on your arm, just a sweet mermaid. You make her dance for people when you're killing them.
Yeah, and they're like, "Oh, that guy kills people for sure."
Like, the Wonder Years. Like
It's like,
you're just like turning
it's
it. But you're like stabbing
giggling it.
them while you do it. Look at the mermaid, you fucking asshole. Look at the fucking mermaid while I'm fucking stabbing you. You're also, I don't know why, you're Irish. Just
Yeah.
for fun.
I feel like I say things like, "Yes, get him, Larry," like that.
Sure.
Yeah, that's like my
Absolutely.
thing. And yeah,
Yeah. I'm picturing a very wiry version of you who like
I mean, it's
bubbles
pretty
over.
wiry now.
Almost like a combination of like Clamps guy from Futurama and like Clamps like just constantly trying to be like, well, I could give him with the clamps, like, and you're just like, well, I mean, I could stab him. We're trying to rob a bank right now, okay?
Yeah.
We can't just stab our way. Well, I'm just saying we could stab him. I'm just saying we could stab him if you want to stab him. It's like, no, that's not gonna work. Thank you though. I
Yeah.
appreciate your idea. No, shh, go get in the car. Like,
Yeah, I like that guy because that guy requires no thinking and just violence. I can do that.
yeah, no, that's where you're at now.
That's where I'm at now.
Right. That's kind of, well, sort of. I mean, you're the every day you become fleshier, you become kind of softer.
No, I'm
rounding
working
those
out.
edges. Yeah. No, I get that. I get that, buddy. I'm sure.
I am. I'm trimming down even more.
I'm getting. No, you're gonna be a sweet twink very soon. I'm excited for that twinkhood when we bestow upon you the twink, fucking sword of destiny.
You think I could get this sword into some dude's dick?
Yeah,
The sword of
his
destiny.
delicate, gigantic black sheath that
Yeah.
blesses you, twink.
That's
And
100%
then the
what it is.
bears ride in and scoop you up and take you away. Just kind of ride off with you.
I was already told by the drag queen of New Hope himself, I am an otter. Pumpkin, okay?
Right, because you have a little bit of hair. Right. Right. Well,
And I'm too. He said I'm tall. He said I'm tall and I'm not skinny enough.
I guess the stature. Well, that's what I'm saying. You're working on that. Like, if you trim down enough, you kind of get there. Like, yeah, you'd be a tall twink, but you'd be
When
a
he told me
large
that,
twinkie. Yeah.
I was like, I could fucking make it down. I was like, how dare you? I can get down to 140. I was like,
Yeah, I think it's possible. I'm trying to go up. I'm definitely not trying to go down. I don't want to, a little bit, but not really. But anyway, yeah. But that's good. When were you talking to the drag queen? When did that happen?
that was it's just
This is a
before
while
COVID.
ago, right? Did I get to meet them? Did I
You know
meet them?
Pumpkin.
Do I know Pumpkin?
You know Pumpkin.
Talk
Yes,
about
he's just
Pumpkin.
never in his drag shit when you see him.
Oh, have I seen Pumpkin perform?
He's this tall and this wide, and he speaks with lisp, and he's hilarious. Bald. You definitely know Pumpkin.
Okay, I definitely probably know Pumpkin.
He's a JP's all the time. You 100% know who he is.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's the man.
Is that the only? How many drag queens have you talked to?
I mean, a lot, because just through comedy, even, right? Like,
Yeah.
sometimes you do you do a show, and then after your show is like the drag queen show. And you're like, oh, what's up, man? You're just like, yeah, a bunch.
Any favorites?
Pumpkin.
And, your favorites is Pumpkin.
But I know, but
Have
I
you
know
seen
him.
Pumpkin get into full drag and everything? Have you seen?
Yeah. Oh,
one of
yeah.
Pumpkin
Well,
shows?
yes, twice. I went to one of the shows that he did at JP's,
Sweet.
and then he
Pumpkin
opened
also
up.
not a traditional drag name. Is that actually?
No.
Okay, I was gonna say I would be pumped to hear their actual drag queen name.
I don't. Oh shit! You know what? I don't know.
Oh, come on, dude.
Is it Mrs. Pumpkin? No, it can't be. I think it's something else.
That would
Oh
be a
fuck!
little...
Is it? I'll ask the Alto.
Yeah,
But
be
he opened up for D'Alto's album. Not comic, 'cause he's not comic, but he just did like drag and stuff, and like singing. It was awesome, and he hosted the whole thing.
Got you. Very, very cool.
Yeah.
Dude, I've been checking out this new horror movie. I'm checking into a new horror. I'm excited for it. It's pretty sweet. If we're just thinking about stuff, I've been in and out of just hanging out in hospitals. I'm fine. If anyone cares, it's not. I'm fine. But I've been helping somebody out, and
See if I can't talk
dude,
about
the
it.
hospital sometimes it's so. You know what's kind of strange? It's the hospital waiting rooms is just like it's so. I feel like I want to talk to them, the methadone people, because you immediately recognize someone who's coming in there to get methadone out of the pharmacy like that.
Oh,
like,
they look at his zombie? Yeah.
well, no, a lot of them are like a lot of them actually are like kind of they're on maybe the latter part of the program and things like that. So you can tell they did. You can tell like the classic kind of very gaunt kind of fucking rat face. Trailer park place. Okay, I understand your face is perfect. Like if we were designing a logo for a fucking trailer park, it's like the tight in fucking high cheekbones and stuff like that. You know,
Eyes sunk.
the
Although my
eyes are
eyes kind of
typically
look the same now.
sunk in. Yes.
So who am I to say?
No, you actually look the way you look with your hat on and stuff at the light of the room. Is that you look like you're slightly trying to askew your face in general now? Like you're kind of like I'm waiting for you to do the interviews where you have to be anonymous.
Yeah.
And you're just like, yes, well that's
Oh,
when
well,
that they asked me to touch my downstairs, and I did go down there and touch it, and I didn't want to, but they made me do it. Like, I'm just like, all right, Adam, you're kind of, we got to get a little light in there, shine you in. But yeah, it's always interesting because they kind of come in and you're like, yeah, definitely methadone. And they always have, what I notice is much like the addictive thing of they have the addictive attitude of they always come back with another question. They'll go in, they'll check their prescription like that. Like, okay, thank you. They'll walk out, check the bag, like check all the stuff, and then they always have a problem with what they got. Like it's almost like people like stuck up people with their food, and they always end up sending it back. But it's fucking narcotics.
Yes.
So they go in, and it's just kind of just like, oh man, I thought this was like 3 or 4 treatments, man. Come on, man. I mean, like what's going on, man? I mean, like is the doctor's like no. Yeah. It's like the doctor said those are the treatments you have for this way. There's another prescription, so they always have to go like, okay. And he's like, all right, man, all right, I get it. And it's just I always want to pull them off to the side and just talk to them and just be like, what's it like? Are you in like a clinic? Are you not? Are you just fucking? Also, I love your Mickey Mouse pants. These are great. Like every time they're in sleep, I just call sleepwear.
Sleep attire.
They're in sleeping attire, like comfy sleep fleece
attire,
pants.
Slippers or Crocs.
I think it's got something to, well, it's snowing, so they had just boots, red Mickey Mouse fucking fleece pants on.
Yes.
And then of course like a bomber jacket, like a fucking whole gigantic bomber jacket.
With they look like the Bane hood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something either that or just like a good old snow. Like you would actually see this coat like if they were skiing. Like you don't ever need that many pockets. There's no reason for all that stuff, but they've got a whole but then they button everything up and all you see is Mickey Mouse red pants underneath of that. And you're just like, oh boy, my life is not that bad.
Dude, this just happened to me when I wanted to pick up my Accutane at CVS. Yeah. I was behind.
Because life is good. Because our lives are amazing and we're beautiful. You split your lip?
It's so bad.
It doesn't look that bad. I didn't even notice.
But I was behind a for sure meth person, and I was like, they're gonna argue with the person.
Yeah,
I know
you gotta give them a little razz.
And they did this. They did the classic pause 2 feet away from the counter with your back turned. I was like, I'm not even gonna start walking forward.
Yeah, don't even. This is the comeback. Yeah.
So it's the look. It's the.
Yeah, that.
And then I'm online like this, and I'm like, I'm just gonna sit here. Yeah, I know I should be walking forward, but I'm gonna have to be like, excuse me. And then this is the annoying thing too. If you walk forward, they'll just walk right through you.
Yeah.
Because like their shit's so more important than and I just be like, hey, no, you're done now.
Well, I think it's actually fine. Like you're doing fucking Accutane, dude. They're doing narcotics, bro.
Yeah, no, I don't give a fuck.
Get closer to your camera. I can't even see you.
I dropped my weed. Shut up.
Oh, okay. You're gone. I'm just looking.
Yeah, no, but I'll start checking them now. I'm like, no.
I got you.
Back to the fucking line.
Yeah, no. When a methadone person is like going up getting narcotics, like you're like, this is actually going to be a little while. We're going to sit here. They have to do a test. They have to go. They have to first get it, then initiate it, then they got to fucking do. You know what I mean? It's just like sections of a fucking like getting your car washed. It's like multiple spin cycles. They have to. And they go through the stages of grief and like death almost. They're just like grief and then acceptance. Then they're doing like denial. Like those are not the right order. But
it's like a hack bit, but it really is like a nature documentary. You're like, here it is. And here's a turn. There's a turn. It's like you just.
Yeah, I don't know. It's but so I was walking around in the hospital, just enjoying life. Just snow coming down. It's going. There's so much. I actually got told from a social worker in the ER. So I was like going to the ER because I got they told me to go there. They're just like, hey, go talk to this person. So. This social worker actually would have dealt with, because they have social workers in the hospital. If somebody comes in, maybe they don't have coverage, things like that. They might need assistance outside of just treatment. So, anything like that, right? Like homeless people, things like that. They'll give you information. So they're like, go to her because she would have been like someone that
How do I not be homeless? It's like, I don't know, man.
It's true. It's true. Yeah. There's places to go, shelters, clinics that are free, things you can go to. Right. So, but they said go to talk to her. But I had such a great interaction because this is just a window. So, and this is also, I want to say, this is Temple University Hospital in the north. So up Broad, like right off Broad in the north. And you suddenly get the realization of like, oh, no, yeah, this is like gunshots. Like, this is where a lot of the, this is one of the bigger hospitals. So you're getting a lot of like the influx of just like, someone got shot, robberies, that kind of stuff, But so you're at that window and I'm me. There's like things going on around it. And this poor woman gets to the window. She's like, what do you want? Like, she just, no joke, was just kind of like, what do you want? And I was just like, and I had to do this whole I had a little bit more of an explanation because I had to give context to what happened.
You just walk up and go, I'm sorry.
Yeah, she just was, I'm no joke, behind glass. She almost like a cockatiel, like a bird, just was kind of like this. And for a brief moment, I was like, oh, I'm not speaking English. Okay, this is fine. Well, I was like, let me re-engineer. Like, it was like, I need help for this information. Like, and another social worker sent me to that. Like, it was another office that sent me to her. So I'm just like, yeah, this is what happened. This is what I need. This is why I was sent here. Here's the information. I want to talk to this person. I have her number kind of written down. And she did. I love when you get like a good blow off of just like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, gunshot guy comes in behind us. She's like, I just don't know. She's, you're tall, white. You look like you have money. Get the fuck out of my face. Like, I don't know what your fucking problem is.
Those things accurate.
Sure, maybe. I don't know. Who knows? But, so I kind of, I was like, ma'am, this is what I need. And she finally kind of got real. She kind of came in closer. She's just kind of like, hey man, listen, I can't help you. She's just like, I don't know what that is. I don't know who that is. I was like, well, I was sent here by that. She's like, yeah, she's not here. You know what I mean? Like, I felt like I was trying to get drugs from a drug dealer who was like being watched. Like, and they were just like, yeah, man,
like,
I don't
you're
know.
A cop, you fucking narc. I don't trust you.
I'm not a bill collector. Like, like, nah, they're dead. Sorry, click. Like, it wasn't. So I'm just like, she's like, no, I don't know what to tell you. I hate to have you run around. She started to kind of get a little low. She's like, I hate to have you run around, but I don't know what you're talking about. None of this makes sense. So I was like, all right, no, thank you. I'll get the fuck out. So I went back to the pharmacy, which she was the one who like kind of cornered me around. And I was like, yeah. She's like, so what happened? Where'd you go? And I was like, oh, they told me they don't want to look at me anymore. It's just what she was like, what? I was like, yeah, they told me like they just don't like the way I looked. So I left. So she's like, oh, okay. We both started laughing, of course. Ridiculous. Because, but dude, the hospitals are so fucking spectacular. The loose like security is one of my favorite things at hospitals because it's kind of just like, as long as you don't look like you're coming in to start trouble, you can kind of just like look up, look down, look at paperwork, and then just kind of wander in. They'll just kind of be like, yeah, he knows what's going on. But it's like, they didn't stop me. They didn't ask for anything.
It's true. You could just walk in and out of most places in a hospital. Most places.
I would say I guess with the city hospitals, I'm used to like, you walk in and there's a reception desk. Like there is a desk or multiple kind of people.
If someone's there.
Have to get through. Yeah. Or even like ER, there's always like an intake. Like there's always an intake. But for one of the entrances, there's just, there's an information office off to the side, but you just kind of go in. I think it's because they still do like, there's a pharmacy and stuff. So they have people kind of in and out. But you can get up to no good. You can just go down to the cafeteria, start walking in, putting your dick in food. Like there's no reason why you can't. I don't know. It's
there really isn't any reason. Like the maternity ward, they're pretty solid with, but everything else, like hey, just do what you want.
Yeah,
like just walk around. Definitely. Don't steal the kids, but everything else, free reign.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know. When's the last time you were hospitalized?
Probably my gallbladder surgery 5 years ago.
That's right. You had a baby and you'd have your gallbladder. I don't know anyone else who you had stones though, right? Because that's the only time I hear about people.
Yes,
right. That's right. I remember we talked about that. The only other time I hear like mostly women.
It's the only time it gets removed.
No. Women commonly. That's a very common thing after birth. After they give birth, a lot of times
really?
like they just my mother, Voldemort's sister, a lot of time, very common. Most women, if they give birth, talk to them, they'd be like, oh, do you have to have your gallbladder out? It's actually very like modern phenomenon as well. Like most of the births that are given, like for some reason or another, women's gallbladders are just, falling apart. They're like the homeless of the body. They just
like fucking weak.
They're just dropping like flies. It is rough.
Our baby's just fucking like
working it,
that
just
shit
tuning
like
it up.
Rocky meat.
Maybe.
Like just
Yeah, I don't know
what
where
are
it
you
comes
doing?
into play. I know I don't get it. I think I don't know. I fucking do not know. That's a question for a doctor that we should have on or something. I was like, why are gallbladders like weak, tiny bitches that like you pop out and then all of a sudden it's no good? I think it's maybe just the wear and tear. Yeah, the wear and tear.
I mean, my doctor made it sound like gallbladders don't really matter.
No, it's
So
true. I mean, a lot of women have had it out. Like, again, a lot of women have had it out. Most women, if you ask if they had, I'm telling you, walk up, just start getting polls of like weird stuff. Like, hey, weird question. You have kids. Do you have your gallbladder out? Like, you know, just because you'll find they're like, yeah, most of the time it's very common.
I also don't like how doctors are so like fucking like when you ask them questions about like life altering things, they're so like laissez-faire about it. I remember
Sure.
being like, so is this gonna like affect my eating habits for life? I remember my doctor's like, maybe.
Yeah.
Like, what does that mean?
Right.
What do you, maybe? But that's how he said it. Not
Right.
like, hey, well, yeah, we can talk about it. It was like maybe. Like he shrugged, like he
Was this your
half
primary
shrugged,
or the
like
surgeon?
maybe, like
Primary doctor said that or your surgeon said that?
my surgeon.
Right. That makes sense. Because that's, again, not their problem. Like, I'm no joke. They kind of go,
He's a doctor though.
No, I know, but like it's just not their fucking issue. It's just not their thing that they care about. You know what I mean? Because they have to go like, yeah, that's aftercare. You know what I mean? So they're just kind of like my guy was like better because my mom knew him and stuff like that. So it's more like friend kind of thing. So he was so like spectacular. Yeah, Doctor Shmee. Dr.
That sounds
Shmee.
made up,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
he sounds like the pirate from Peter Pan.
Oh no, 100%. He sounds like he should be in a musical. And
Yeah, that
no joke,
I'm pretty sure it's Captain Hook's first mate.
Yeah, Shmee.
Mate.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it is. Yeah,
absolutely.
That's
yeah,
hilarious.
Yeah. Well, imagine he went to med school. So he went to med school. Pretty great. No, but yeah, gay doctor. And for the context of the story, it kind of matters because it was just like, and I only mean this in a great way of like, he brought levity to the situation. I'm not saying all gay people need to do that. I'm not saying it's like a thing, but I just know that like, you know, for some reason or other, he had a little bit of, had a little bit of a softness, and there was like that thing there of like his manners, and he got a little flair. He had a little flair there. I don't know. He just brought levity to it. It has nothing to do with him being gay, but maybe. And it's just one of those things, man. And he was so cool. Even when I had to like, I passed out.
In.
I wouldn't say there was a sachet. I mean, I'm going to say a little, but I mean, we don't need to put that on them. You know, that's fine. But I remember even when he, you know, even those moments when doctors really need to be doctors, like he was like, I'm going to remove that tube in your body. You know, there's a tube that was sucking out poison, and now it's time to get out. I'm not on pain. I'm not on medicine like at all for
Every time you tell me this, I hurt.
We don't need to tell him, yeah. But anyway, he pulls that, but he did it in such a fun way. Again, he was like, you know, he was like, all right, we're going to do this. It's not a big deal. It's going to be fine. You're going to take a deep breath. And then we're just going to count to once. And he started pulling immediately. Immediately got me on the one. I thought he was going to go to three. And immediately got me. He was just like, breathe, take a deep breath. We're going to do it on three. And he says one. And he starts pulling. He's like, it's almost out. It's almost out. It's almost out. Like, and yeah. And I just,
I'm lying.
And
You passed out. All right.
I just did a little like, like, you know, came back. But like such a fun experience. But that was like when I was 12 or whatever. That's not even. Last time I think I was, dude, I'm just trying to avoid. I think if I can avoid, but are you going to the doctor? How often do you go to the doctor, bro?
Oh, so I went to the doctor. I got my blood work done.
Right, blood work done.
And they never called me to like be like, well, I didn't know. Okay, well, here's the thing. When I was leaving the doctor's office, I thought they said, we'll call you with your results. And then they never did for a month. I was like, I should probably call them. So I call it, and I was like, hey, am I dying that I should know about that you guys ever called me? Because I said I felt like my neck hurt. I was freaking out. It was just my neck being sore because it still hurts. And they were like, "Good, no, you're fine. We would only call you if you had something wrong with you." I was like, "Oh." But the Accutane shit, they said because you had to get. Again, for some reason, only me. I have to get my blood done once a month, and you don't.
That's not how it happens. You should get your blood work done usually once a month. With me, I think I was at Temple. They didn't care. It was, you know what I mean? Like this was ratty. Like there was a guy nodding out in the dermatology office, which made no fucking sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. You're in Temple. But did they ask you about your liver, lipids? Is that a thing I'm saying right?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this isn't like an informational podcast, but yeah, because that shit can like fucking, it goes in there like a dozer and kind of, you know, dries you out. Okay. And your liver can have liver damage, possibly. That's like a thing that if you're noticing pain or things like that, you know.
So she was like, it was higher the first time. She's like, it's lower now. And I was like, okay, well, what do I do to lower it? She's like, your genes are shitty. I was like, cool.
Yes.
I was like, great.
Yeah,
so it's nothing I could do. She's like, Nah.
No.
I was
So
like,
it'll
what?
decrease. Yeah, it's always
Yeah.
good when you get a nice, just like, you know what I mean? You're not supposed to be here, really. You're kind of gross. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kind of a product of your nasty environment. Your mom's cooch is disgusting.
Yeah. You're
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
your parents are weak.
Right.
She's like, and you
Yeah.
were also weak.
Yeah,
Gene.
your
I was
parents,
like, okay.
David Letterman, and the one woman. I don't know. I've never seen your mom. Yeah, are pretty gross. They probably shouldn't have had you, and that's fine. We'll move on. You're not one of the strong. That's fine. But yeah, it can happen, dude. Just watch it. You know, I mean, if you're peeing like a lot, clear stuff like that. I think I'm also not a doctor. I love just. You ever just do that for fun? You ever just kind of make
Bro
up
science?
stuff
All the time.
all the time? It's so much fun to do.
I
Just be
I
like-
bro science my whole life.
I
What
know.
are you
Well,
talking
no, it's not
about?
good. That's why you're fragile and broken. It's
That
'cause
wasn't
you
your
keep-
question. Your question was, do you do it? I
Yeah,
said
it's
all
very
the
true.
time.
It's very
You
true.
didn't say, is it good you do it?
Yeah, but you do it. I don't even mean like the I never bro science. But I mean, even just making stuff up, dude. Sometimes just to fuck with people is so much fun. Yeah, like your neck. It's like, oh, dude, you probably pulled a tendon, like a tenement. Yeah, a ligament in your leg, dude. You probably pulled a ligament there. They're all connected, you know. Like they're all connected. You just say that a bunch.
Yeah,
you
that's
just-
just trolling people.
Yeah,
No. I'm talking about
fun.
like bro science and being like, no. Like if this connects to your bone, there's no way you could break it, right? Like that's bro science
Oh,
shit.
God,
Like that's
that's
like when you just
ridiculous.
kind of like manufacture your own dumb shit together into a
Absolutely
thought,
ridiculous.
and you're like, that makes science sense. That's bro
Oh my
science.
God, ridiculous. All right, we should probably. Now I haven't done plugs before on this, so I don't know
I
what's
think you
going to
hit it.
happen.
You just hit
But,
it and let it go, and then you get all, and you hit it when you
Well,
want
it's
to stop
probably going
playing.
right now, and you're not
It
pulled
is.
up in here because so it's okay. People see
Doesn't
me,
matter.
and the good news is, the good news is
hear
it
us.
doesn't matter here. I'm just gonna take you really quick, and I'm gonna pop you on in there. And
Oh, take me.
take me away. So cool. Now you're in
Make
there,
me
and the
feel
music is
good.
probably playing. Yeah, I think the music
It
is
is.
playing. So
Probably.
go ahead, dude. Plug thyself.
I'm not opening up for Dave Temple tonight. So you cannot see that. I get nothing. I think I'll be at Eastville Comedy Club in January at some point.
Yeah.
So other than that, at Adam Nutter on Twitter, Instagram, at Adam Nutter Comedy on Facebook. Just really fucking it, man. Yeah. Oh, check out the fun Garbage Opinions podcast I do with Delvin Cox, Tim Hines, Mike Aaron, and fucking Mike Cuz from so that's a fun podcast we do that Delvin puts out on his feed. And we do like twice a month. We all just kind of argue about something. It's pretty fun. Check that shit out. So go to Delvin Cox Experience and look for the Garbage Opinions podcast. But we're gonna put that on our own feed soon. Actually, I talked about that soon.
Okay,
After this.
Nice. All right. You're gonna check out a super cool thing on our Patreon is what you're gonna do. You're gonna go onto our Patreon probably today. If you want to check out some
Yes.
cool UFC stuff, we're gonna have a ton of actual comedians hanging out, some people from the network. Rob Cruz, Cody Wright, Rusty Wright, Jeff Colella, some people outside. Andrew joined us last time. Andrew Thomas. Andrew Thomas joined us last time, so we're gonna have some cool stuff this Saturday. That is tomorrow. This is gonna be, or we should be listening to us today. I'll get this out there today. So come on, it's
Wonder Boy's fighting. Come on.
$3. You know what I mean? Like jump on the Patreon now. You're gonna be able to talk with us. As we were watching the fight and all that kind of cool stuff. $3, and that's for all other kind of cool content too. You get all the extra stuff. $1, of course, just get you some extra pod stuff, but $3 is gonna let you watch that with us. And there's also movies we watched and things like that. So you can go on and get a Discord, and it's an easy process. So we'll walk you through it, so you can jump on and hang out with a bunch of comics, talking fights and all kinds of other stuff. And then $5 tier. If you go on to the $5 tier, that is the tattoo tier with Anna Gabrielle. And doing a bunch of cool tats all over Adam, and swear by her work. You can go check her out at Curls Junior Tattoos, Curls JR Tattoos, and Instagram if you want to check out her work, just to bone up on it, see if you like it. And I think we might have to pick another one soon, right? So if you don't know, that's a $5 tier. Your first month you go in $5. The next month after that, you would become eligible for, because we do it every 2 months. You become eligible to get your name picked out of that hat, and there you go. You might get a tattoo, a nice, decent sized, full color tattoo from an experienced award winning who's won stuff at tattoo conventions and stuff. So you can get that for $10, and that's right in Delaware. It's not far. So if you're in the tri-state area, worth the gas in terms of getting an awesome tattoo. And that's free from her. So we appreciate Anna Gabrielle for doing that. And you, of course, get all the extra stuff as well. So you get all the other tiers. Okay. And you can go to drop10.com / Patreon. I'm sorry. Patreon.com / Cult of Us, or go to just drop10.com podcast / Cult of Us, and all our stuff is there, so you'll be able to go onto there and check out all that cool stuff. Yeah.
Merch. Buy merch.
Don't forget, yeah, of course, check out the new merch. It's all on there. We're gonna get some more up for you soon. Every time I feel like I'm getting up and running with merch, then before you know it, it's like, we gotta get fresher stuff. So give me a break. But yeah, go on there, support the pod. That always helps us out a ton, and I appreciate it. And so does Adam. Other than that, I think that's.
Follow Neil at Neil Wood Comedy and at Neil Wood.
Boy, whatevs. I mean, yeah, sure, yeah, Neil Wood Comedy. Of course, I am Neil Wood. You can go there too. Again, I have nothing going on as well.
Nothing. No one does, dude.
We could try to do something right now. It's not like out of the realm of possibilities.
Well,
we're trying to work on.
No.
Yeah, and this is still in plug, so let's just get out of plugs. So we could get stuff going. Like we could do a Zoom show and blah 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 blah. If you want to hear from us like doing that, then like let us know. If you really were like, we'll bring in comics and do a Zoom show if you want.
Yeah, or I'll kill myself on camera.
Sure, exactly.
One of those two things will happen.
So he will jihad himself on camera. It's and I might have said jihad in the wrong. Oh, you're gonna Harry Carry yourself? Yeah.
Honorable.
If I'm using that incorrectly, probably. But yeah, I mean,
Harry
we'll bring
Carey,
on a bunch
great
of
sportscast.
Harry Carey, yes, please. Yeah, we'll do it if you want to. If you want to see us bring on some comics and do it, but we don't really like them. It's not really our thing. I mean, we'll do it. I've done it, but like it's fine. I get doing jokes to camera, so it's fine. But if you want to do it, I don't know. If you want to let us know. People, I'm cool with doing it. I'm confident, but we don't know how many people want to actually see that. And let us be candid and all that kind of fun stuff. But anyway, coming in here for a landing. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I was watching that horror movie. Good horror movie. I think you'd be scared by this one. I think you'd really like it. The Dark and the Wicked is the name of it. It's new. It's like $3, $4.
Oh, I think I'm gonna pick my dog up. I think I saw that on
Ew, dude, put down the rack.
Amazon,
Come
right?
on. Yeah, it's on Amazon. Pretty great. I'm digging it. I think it's got some rawness to it. That it's not. We're not talking about like Insidious here. It's not really cleaned up, but it's good. Like it's definitely good. I think the scares are there. They're definitely setting a lot of tone while having scares in there, dude. I would recommend it. So if you're like me and you like a little horror in your Christmas time, I do. I still watch them all the way through. I like that kind of thing. The darkness of the whole fucking, Earth right now, and then you're just kind of watching like, scary, yeah, blood. That's kind of what I fucking dig. I don't know. I'm a weirdo. But if you're digging it, check out that one. I know I heard about it from other podcasts too, but like check it out. I think it's good. And in terms of setting a bunch of tone at them and like eeriness and building to something without giving a ton of what's going to happen away, I think a lot of we had it like in Hereditary. But even in Hereditary, we had already given you context. For this one, I'm not saying anything. I'm just going like, but that tension that was building and then like what's going to happen, like where's this going? Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff coming out of like demonology.
I told you my problem with Hereditary. Obviously, it was like the most people's problem with the Hereditary is that kid would have been in jail so fucking fast.
It's an accident, man. He didn't mean to. And also, even then, you release to your parents in the meantime. He's not in jail immediately, right? It's
no, you're right. But he 100% would have been charged with fucking manslaughter.
Maybe.
No, driving drunk? Yeah, for sure.
Maybe. I would say the parents don't still want to press charges. And if they don't want to press charges, but then the state would have to. Yeah, the state would have to press charges. But like, I still think he would be released into their custody. Probably. And also, even then, if he got a short end of a thing of like, I don't know. But I got you. Whatever. Who cares? I don't know why we're arguing. Yeah, it is fucking. It is weird of just like when that happens, you gotta have a couple of leaps and bounds. There you gotta jump a couple of hoops there just to fucking go with it. But I love that that's your. Let me just point out here. So when I do that in fucking Star Wars, you're like, no, you gotta.
Star Wars isn't real, so you can't compare it to real things. So fuck you.
No, yeah, the demon, the fucking the witchcraft that's happening inside of Hereditary is also not real. I don't know if you're aware of that. So
speak to witches, they exist.
Oh no, they don't. Witches don't exist. It's ridiculous. You may call yourself a Wiccan, but that's not true. Or just call yourself,
a warlock,
a fat girl from South Jersey. It's fine.
A fat girl with a Jack Skellington tattoo.
Yeah, that's all you have to do. Don't worry about it. Hey, you little plush, no big deal. You got a little, cushion, no big deal. Let it go, baby girl. You like black? I love it too. I don't know, but yeah, I would recommend that. That's my recommendation because all the other stuff I've been watching has been like, kind of. not great. It's okay, just not really good. But this one feels really good. I'm like halfway through it, so I would definitely check that out. What are you eating, dude? What's you know, we're going into the holidays right now. You know, are you like? Are you excited for Christmas? Do you give a shit? Are you eating anything special? Are you drinking eggnog? Are you fucking doing?
Oh,
anything?
I bought a little thing of eggnog from
Okay,
Tanner's farm
that's
where I
cool.
get all my fruit and fruit.
Sure,
Because
sure.
I
Oh, and
like
I'm a
eggnog,
rich
but
bitch
I'm
over
like
here. You're like, I go to Tanner's farm. You have to understand, everything's organic there, so that's kind of what I like to do. So yeah, and I'm an asshole over here, dude.
it's
Just
cheap and
move to
they grow their own
Seattle
shit.
and shut up. Just move to
No,
Seattle and
it's
get
just
your oat
cheap.
milk from fucking whatever.
Oat
I don't
milk's
know.
good. I put it in coffee.
Sure.
It's good.
It's fine.
But no, yeah, but I'm like a cunt with eggnog. Like I'm very specific. Like it has to
Okay.
be thick and
Sure.
creamy. I don't like that thin shit. Like if you give me
Sure.
thin eggnog, get that shit out of here. It's
Okay.
gross. It's like I'm
Gotcha.
drinking shitty milk.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, of course. That sounds terrible.
So I tried theirs. Theirs is decent. It's decent.
Yeah, it sounds like
So
you're drinking just milk cum, or like, it's just a good cow cum is what it sounds like.
yeah,
Thin
it
eggnog.
does. Yeah.
It's like the first time you see like 1% milk, and you're like, okay, well, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
You're just like, this is just water. But I mean, I drink it. It's fine. It's actually much better for you in terms of all the fat you don't eat. But that's boring and not funny. But it does. You're kind of like, ugh. Some people still look at it and they go like, I'm not drinking this. I'm like, it's just pasteurized. Don't be a fucking weirdo. But okay, so you need it thick. You need it creamy. Yeah, it sounds so gross. It's sexual. You need thick, creamy.
But same thing with
eggnog.
chocolate milk, right? You want like a thick, creamy chocolate milk. You don't want like a fucking thin. Sometimes you
How
do.
did you make your chocolate milk? Were you Nesquik or were you going fucking creamy
Hershey,
syrup?
son. Hershey
Hershey
syrup.
syrup.
Don't Nesquik that shit. Now,
Dude,
like, I
Nesquik?
will drink a quick Nesquik, like pre-mix, like store bought Nesquik. Those are
No, but
good.
the move was always powdered Nesquik in milk.
No,
That was the
white.
move,
It's white
dude.
trash.
No, of course, 100% white trash. I actually
Well, I'm
just
white
had,
trash too,
Voldemort
but
was
I'm
upset at me.
elevated white
Okay,
trash.
hold on, wait. Voldemort was upset with me, and I'm gonna put her on blast right now. But so some people don't know.
Okay,
But she did.
sure.
She was upset with me because I was making a joke in a brief moment. But yo, this girl, no joke. She gets done. We went for like a run, and right after the run, she's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna stop at Wawa." Like right after, so we stop at Wawa. She comes out with eggnog, like Wawa eggnog, which she loves, and no joke, starts drinking it. Starts chugging
Ew.
eggnog, dude, out of the gate. Like it blew my mind. And she was like, and I started to kind of, do a little some jokes, and like she started to get very upset. She was not happy with me. So if she's hearing this now, again, baby, I'm sorry. She was like, and I said trash. She was like, it's not funny. Call me trashy. It's like, call me trashy.
It's
She's not
very
like crying. She's just kind of like, call me trashy. It's not fun for me. It's not nice that you go. I was like, I'm garbage. Like I'm just. I definitely drank like chocolate milk after going like playing or something like that. Probably until I was like a teenager or something. Just a fatty. You know what I mean? Like I've done it. I've just never seen anyone do some physical activity and then just be like, it'd be good right now. Like short of fucking Ron Burgundy chugging milk in the middle of the fucking summer. Like
Right, because it's so just
it's
appetizing
a
after a
heavy
run. You know
stomach.
what I'm saying? Right.
There's nothing wrong with it, and clearly, but yeah, no, she does have a goat stomach, so it's a thing of just like I don't know how. I'm sure I could do it, but as soon as it got too creamy and you have that heavy feeling, I'm like, ugh. It's just it's weird. I don't know. But that dude, I have to get going. But dude, blows my mind of her goat stomach just chugging eggnog from Wawa. We're going to Wawa. We're gonna fucking do it. You know what I mean? We're gonna fucking
Get
do it.
eggnog.
It's gonna be dope. You know what I mean? I'm going into more of a Boston thing right now. It's fine, but we're gonna fucking Wawa, drink some fucking eggnog. It's gonna be a good time. You know what I mean? Like, but just she did not. She wasn't having any of it. She was, you are. I mean, I am not trash. I am not. I'm just like you're slugging eggnog down right now. We didn't even leave the
In front of a
parking lot.
Wawa.
We didn't even leave the parking lot. She got in the car, popped the top like one fluid motion, and was fucking chugging eggnog down as if it was like a Gatorade commercial. You know what I mean? Like I was like, Jesus Christ, baby girl, what's going on? I was waiting for her to turn and be like, oh, really delicious. Oh, it's so tasty and creamy. Like it's like, what's
She has
going
a
on?
mustache. She has an eggnog stash.
Oh, of course you gotta have an eggnog stash. Of course.
That's the funny thing is like every time like Steph get mad too, be like, hey, what you doing right now is fucking gross trash.
Sure.
And I'm like, she'll get mad. I'm like, I am from Staten Island.
Sure.
I am self-proclaimed garbage.
Right.
Like this is coming from a fellow trash person. Don't get offended. I'm just saying what you're doing is trash.
Right.
I was like, I don't know why you're getting so mad. It's like, I'm not looking down on you. Trust me.
Yeah,
I am trash too.
I don't get it at all. It's one of those things. Yeah, it's but I feel bad. But dude, there's so many of those things. I don't know. But if she brought it home, and then by the time we got home, then she poured a little glass of something and had it, no one would have thought anything of it. It was just the fucking
Right.
beauty of it, like a savage,
Well,
just
it's the same
popping
thing.
tops.
It's like so from the same place I get the eggnog, I get like a half gallon of chocolate milk. We'll get Steph and I will split it.
How
We'll both
old
drink
are
it.
you? Jesus Christ! I can't remember the last time I drank chocolate milk.
It's so good, dude.
You are
It's
ridiculous, dude.
It's so good.
Oh
It's
God,
so good.
it's fucking ridiculous.
It's
dude.
so good. I don't know. It's pure sugar. I don't give a fuck. It's
Sure.
so good.
Absolutely.
But it's like if Steph just bought that and walking out of Tanner, she just like glug glug glug. I was like, hey man, that'd be gross. Like, well, let's get home first. It's the
I
same
mean,
thing.
there's a certain thing I like honor the not giving a fuck, like that kind of thing. So
Sure.
it wasn't that like she didn't like throw me off like not giving a fuck. It was more just like oh, you have a different body stomach. Like I can't do that. I can't go
No,
for a
no
fucking
way.
3-mile run and then just start slinging back fucking cream of heavy cream drinks.
No, it's
You know what I
disgusting.
mean? Like that's just fucking it's the same thing with, I was thinking about like going to the movies and when people went to the movies still remember that whole period in
Yeah, I
our
remember
lives?
fun.
And
Yeah.
I'm thinking because so many times when people like hate the way they look, or their body types, we're so like critical of ourselves. And then we go to movies and it's just a typical American thing of like we go to movies to like look at these glorious, beautiful people, and all we do is shove sugar and fat down our fucking faces. And it's just I think I hate that fucking
I was getting
paradigm.
pretty good with that, going to movies and not getting food.
Oh, I'll say I'm the one who I'm saying that as a person of like, it'd be good right now if I pay $50 to have all of the what is basically carnival food, like shitty carnival food.
Yeah.
Or like actually it's not even that. It's
Candies.
basically it's like a skating rink food pretty much is what it is. It's
You're
yeah, like when skating rinks
like a
used to
roller
have
rink
like they used to
food, yeah.
before movie theaters were trying to have like chicken nuggets and shit.
Right.
It was like popcorn, candy, that was it. And now they're doing like no, we'll be skating rinks. That's what we'll do is we'll have fucking boiled hot dogs and let's get into this. It's
right.
So yeah, I was definitely someone like, oh yeah, you make this movie amazing, and I won't feel fat and terrible about myself afterwards. Of course, if I just shove a entire thing of large popcorn with hot dogs, nachos, and actually even pretzels. I would go with the pretzels and the cheese is actually
pretzel bite.
better.
Yeah, of course.
Oh,
Cookie dough
dude.
bites. Cookie dough bites. Ah, fuck
I'm trying
yeah,
to
cookie
contain
dough bites.
myself, man. I'm trying to contain myself in these dark times because I can just eat pasta and look, I'm doing like whatever artichoke pasta or something. I'm trying to lessen it wherever I can right now because I'm in that mode of just like pouring calories into my face. So I'm like,
I ate a whole
lessening
box of
wherever I
double
can.
stuffed Oreos this week.
Jesus Christ, dude. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm getting thin. I'm cutting down.
I'm still 165 pounds.
I know, but you're skinny fat.
I know.
You're skinny
But
fat.
it's almost getting weird that I'm not gaining weight.
I've got to get out. Okay, I can't, but we're going to end on the 2 boxes of double stuffed.
One.
Dude, those are, I thought you said 2 boxes of double
One.
stuffed. Oh, one.
One
God
box.
forbid. Sorry.
It's
No, that's
fucking
fine.
Steph's fault. It's her fault.
That's
I
right.
was in
Take
Walmart
no
with her.
responsibility for your
No,
problems.
I
dude.
am.
Take
I
no
ate them, but
responsibility.
it's her fault for buying them because I was like, "Hey, don't buy those." I was like, "I don't want those in the cart.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
really don't put."
I do
I
that
was
all
like,
the time.
I said, "Are you gonna eat these?"
I don't have any willpower.
And she was like, "I'll have some." I said, "Nope."
I don't have any
I said, "You
willpower.
can have them all." And she's like, "Yeah, I'll eat them." I went,
Same conversation. We do
won't
that all
eat
the
'em.
time.
"You won't eat them," and then she didn't even open them. I ate the
Yeah.
whole fucking thing.
And she just wants to sit there. No, that's the thing. They'll say they're going to eat them, but what they really mean, what a lot of people do this all the time because they're kind of like sensitive about like their food. They're trying to be dainty or something like that. They're trying to watch what they're eating, but they're really not. Is like they're like, no, you eat them, then we'll eat them, and then I won't feel so guilty like going back. But a lot of people at least are good at not fucking addictively eating them. So she'll be able to go wait till someone opens them, me probably opens them. We eat a bunch, then. It's in there, and she can go back and have a little bit. But she doesn't understand. Like I'm a fucking addict. Like I'll crush the entire box of Oreos, absolutely, and then lay on the floor for a long time, and then shit my pants. So
Yeah.
she doesn't get that. So she was like, no, I just don't want it in here. So I actually hide all of that food. Like I actually go when it comes in. It's coming in through different avenues right now at the moment. Comes in, I take it and I fucking put it in like I throw in the back of the shelf and like cookies and shit like that. I throw it back there because I fucking get in on some cookies. I don't know when to stop. I just don't know how many. I'm like I could crush 45 cookies easily. Like there's no problem.
Easily.
And
I
then
was
eat food.
I was taking 5 Oreos at a time, and then I was playing video games.
Right.
So like I would just take 5, go upstairs, and I was like 5 a night. Like not like 5 and then come back down and get 5. I would do 5, and then the next night I would do 5, and the next night I would do 5. But one time, very recently, Steph bought so much junk food that she wasn't eating. I just took it all on garbage night
Yeah,
and
just throw
threw it out.
Yeah, dude.
And she had no idea it's gone, and I was like, I ate it all.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah,
Like, you know
yeah,
what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to
Because
do
if I
it.
say I threw it out, she'll get mad I wasted money.
That's her fucking problem. I don't even care. Yeah, I know, but you should. Yeah, I just throw it out. That's what I've been doing.
Right. So
I've been throwing out
but
garbage
to
food.
not have a fight, I just say I ate it.
Yeah, I know. I got you.
Because there's no point in having that fight, right?
Oh,
There's no
yeah,
point.
it does. Like, we're gonna die those hills. Because no, it goes.
Right.
But yeah, the bigger argument is like, why are we buying this shit?
Exactly.
It only does harm.
Which is a hill I'm gonna start dying on because it's getting crazy. And by the way, she does like a little kid too. Like she'll be like this. She'll have it in the cart. She'll pick it up in her hand in like Walmart. Like she'll be holding. I'll be like, don't. She'll be like,
I hate that. Dude,
I'll be like, don't. And she'll be like,
Those are the moments in a relationship.
Oh no, it's in the cart now.
No, those are the moments in a relationship where I lose it. I lose. No, I'll just go like, that's not going in the cart, and you're fat. I'll just say what needs to be said to burn it. She'll be mad for the rest of the day, of course. But I'll just be like, no, we're both fat, and we probably don't need that. So
I've said that too, and it doesn't work. If I say I'm fat, also, that's not enough.
I got it.
So if I go, hey,
fat.
listen.
I think you need to call it
If
fat.
I go, hey, listen, we both don't really need this, right?
You're fatty chubs. Yeah.
Should be like, are you saying I'm fat? I'm like, nope.
Yeah. You're not an Adonis, you're an Odonis. You know what I mean? Like you gotta. It's becoming an issue. I just, and she's not, obviously. She's actually a thin person, but it's just that. It's just a thing that happens in the 30s. Dude, 30s is when you will start settling into just becoming a fat mess. And becoming a fat mess starts in your 30s. So if you don't keep it fucking under check, once you get in your 40s, I feel like once you get in your 40s, if you got some good like motion going there, then you like kind of set yourself up. And then you hit the 50s and it can get rough. Like, life can catch up with you. But like in your 30s, people will just give up, have kids, too tough to keep their diet up, and they exercise and it's tough. Or just even people who don't have kids, they just become a fat, belligerent asshole. And hey, what's up, everybody who went to St. Joe? High school.
You know what Steph did to help her lose weight? She had Invisalign for the last like fucking few months.
Oh, sure, right. Yeah,
and just by the process of like,
she's
this
doing
is
like
doing
a
work.
weird. Right. Okay, I got you. Holy shit. She's doing like a weird, not bulimia, but she's like restricting her mouth. I can't put things in. I love it. She's got like when braces used to have keys that you'd have to, she has the braces in, but you have to key it and it just only opens for vegetables. I love it. Yeah. Anyway, this has been fucking keep it on that food, dude. All right. You have to let Lemaire know he's watching his vegetables. You got to be eating your vegetables. All right. Make sure you eat your vegetables. The cult eats veggies. All right. We get in there. The cult eats veggies. You got to be doing it. All right. I don't want to hear about your bruised ribs and your little toe. All right. Fucking eat your spinach. Stop being a bitch. But anyway, I have been Neil Wood. This has been the Cult of Us. I've been here with my co-host, of course, the ride or die motherfucker, Adam Nutter.
Yo.
Yeah. We will see you next time. And later. Boom.
Later.
This has been a Drop Tent Media production.